Jamaica. Belly full. But I can tell you tonight, today is what? The 26th of the month. And half of the nurses in the country haven't been paid. But the Prime Minister belly full and in pot a bubble. 300% increase. And the nurses up to 6 o'clock this evening. Nurses are Sierra. Nurses are Nera. Nurses everywhere. Doctors, Jamaica, haven't been paid.
Where money there?
Ministry of Health has sent the money in the system. Producer, push up the email. Push up the email. Make them see the email. No money in the system. There is no money in the system. And I am telling you, Jamaica, when I saw it today, I am saying, what? See it there, you pass it. No money in the system. No money in the system, Jamaica. Put it up, let them see it. Dear CEO and parish managers, we understand the importance of timely compensation and sincerely apologize for any inconvenience caused by the delayed payment of salary to the NCB account. In this regard, I directed to advise that the team is working assiduously to resolve the matter by 6 p.m. this evening. 6 p.m. this evening, Courtney, still nurses, doctors, not paid. So, how them go to work? They are going to work. Minister Tufton, Minister Chris Tufton, 31 million drill government, 31 trillion mil government. Like up this live, Jamaica, because tonight, you don't know, and many nurses haven't been paid. Many health professionals have not been paid. Minister Tufton, is there any... Wait, let me go. You want me to go further tonight? Minister Tufton, is there any truth that Bustamante Children's Hospital ran out of... Talk it, Courtney. Minister Chris Tufton, is there any truth that Bustamante Children's Hospital over the weekend ran out of oxygen? Minister Tufton, can you confirm or deny? I am going to say it again. Minister Chris Tufton. Chris Tufton, tell Jamaica tonight, if Bustamante Children's Hospital ran out of oxygen this weekend.
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland, take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Can you imagine? Minister Chris Tufton, I am asking you again. Can you confirm whether or not Bustamante Children's Hospital over this weekend ran out of oxygen. And if they ran out of oxygen, why did they run out of oxygen? Is it a case that the suppliers are not being paid? Christoph Tan, is it a case that the suppliers of the oxygen are not being paid? People are wondering how I know this. And if you lie, Minister Tufton, if you are giving you 24 hours, Minister Tufton, to respond, why did Bustamante Children Hospital had no oxygen over this weekend? Answer that, Minister Tufton. And if you can't answer that, we're going to force you to answer. You hear what I said tonight? If you cannot answer that tonight, we're going to force you to respond. We're going to put it under pressure for you to respond. Belly full. Them belly full, Jamaica. Them belly full. No, so them say Courtney. Yeah. Them belly full. VST. But we hungry. I want that to resonate with every ordinary Jamaican tonight. Them belly full. But we, the people of this country, hungry. And if you never understood procurement, Jamaica, Dr. Dawes taught procurement 101 today on social media. Dr. Alfred Dawes taught procurement 101 today on social media. Learn something today about procurement. Look at this process. Look at this, Jamaica.
So from this drill saga started, the Jamaica Labour Party and their operatives, they have tried to report me to the medical council. They have threatened me with not one, not two, but 3 lawsuits. Now they're reporting me to the political ombudsman. I don't know what they're going to do next to try and stop me. I can assure you, I am not suicidal, but they're going to continue to try and damage my name, damage my reputation, because that's how they work. So I need you to understand why I firmly believe the process for the procurement of this drill was flawed. So come into my class. Welcome to Procurement 101. And today we're going to learn how you can use loopholes in the system to buy a $3 million drill for $31 million and still say that the process is above board. So the procurement process starts with a request from the end users, the doctors who are going to be using the drill. They write up a request. It goes to prepare a tender document with all the specifications of that drill that is needed to perform the functions that they require as the end user. A public advertisement is placed in the papers and the media in general, and from that, bids from registered suppliers are submitted. In this case, a bid for $12 million, $31.5 million, and $50 million were submitted. These bids went to an evaluation committee where they look back at the tender document to see whether or not the drills can perform the functions that the end users wanted in the initial request. In this case, the $12 million drill was excluded, leaving the doctors, the biomed engineers, and the procurement personnel to choose between a $31.5 million drill and a $50 million drill. Obviously, the choice would have come down to the way cheaper drill that was $31.5 million. This evaluation committee made a recommendation that was sanctioned by the Public Procurement Committee that certified that this process is above board, and after that, the contract was awarded. The problem is this. During the process, this part that nobody speaks about, that has been intentionally dismissed and hidden, is where the corruption occurred. Because someone did an internal costing and determined that this drill that anyone can see online for close to about $3 to $4 million was valued at $32 million. Nobody can explain who came up with that costing and how they arrived at that costing. Or how is it that Medical Technologies Limited was able to come in right under that $32 million bid? Now, this internal costing is important because if it were a reasonable cost and the bids were way out, the process would have to be aborted and resent to tendering again. But having this high cost for that $3 million drill by Sarah from the persons who did internal costing allowed any bidder to bid close to $32 million. And in this case, when it was reviewed by the Public Procurement Committee, they actually saw that the $31.5 million was a 2% discount to what those folks at Sarah had predicted the drill would cost. So therefore, not knowing anything at all about the drill and the market price, because that was not their task, these committees, they said that this drill was value for money. And this is why you're not being told about the internal costing, because that is where the whole process was compromised. Do your research. You understand how it happened now. Oh, one other thing. I have to ask the company, was there any other drill of a similar nature that was sold in Jamaica recently? We have the answers, and that will surprise you when it comes out soon.
You heard the last question. Can medical technologies confirm if any other drill similar to the one sold to Sarah? You hear that? You hear that, Jamaica? What a bam bam. Bam bam. Bam bam didim bam bam. What a bam bam. Bam bam didim bam bam madam. What a, you hear him teach to you hear him teach. The man brought down that the internal system is where the corruption ensued. But they don't want to reveal the internal structure. They don't want to reveal the internal structure. And then them go. You remember what day you quote them say they want to get rid of the political ombudsman? Yes. What day you the labor right them say they want to get rid of the political ombudsman? But them know. At the same one where right to the political ombudsman say Daza intimidate them. I never see Daza Walker intimidate. I never see Daza Walker provoke. I see Daza search for the money. I see Daza look, attract. Now that you see him doing Jamaica. And then they went to the ombudsman complaining that Daza giving problem. So I am asking myself, how selective of them now? You see the hypocrites they are. You see the hypocrites they are, Jamaica. How selective of them now to be running to the ombudsman complaining about Alfred Daza. So the mayor of Montego Bay still hasn't responded to the ombudsman, you know. The mayor of Montego Bay, dirty Vernon. Kind dirty like the city, you know. Oh no, Vernon, don't respond to what is happening. Oh no, Vernon, don't respond. But here comes the JLP calling. Here comes the JLP calling Jamaica, writing to the ombudsman writing to the ombudsman and saying to the ombudsman that Dawes is provoking them. But I think Jamaica, it is deflection. It's high prime time of deflection. No one wants to open the process. Similarly today, I'm glad that I asked questions last week Friday before I played a voice note that came to my phone. Dr. Bruce and the University Hospital came out swinging. Today, I asked Dr. Bruce the questions. Listen now to what Dr. Bruce says defamatory and what the University of the West Indies is saying. Listen to this, Jamaica.
Renowned neurosurgeon Dr. Carl Bruce is threatening legal action against individuals on social media claiming he has a stake in the company Medical Technologies Limited. According to a statement from the University Hospital of the West Indies, it's affirming its unwavering support for Dr. Bruce as a respected pillar of Jamaica's medical community. The hospital and Dr. Bruce are hitting back against potentially defamatory allegations making the rounds on social media following the PMP's claim of corruption in the procurement of a surgical drill for the Bustamante Hospital for Children. Siobhan Campbell tells us more.
In its statement, the University Hospital of the West Indies, UHWI, expressed grave concern over what it calls defamatory and unsubstantiated allegations made by Dr. Roger Hunter against Dr. Carl Bruce. Dr. Bruce is a consultant neurosurgeon and medical chief of staff at UHWI. The UHWI says Dr. Bruce is an internationally recognized neurosurgeon with decades of service and leadership in the Jamaican public health system. In a voice note being widely circulated on social media, Dr. Hunter suggests Dr. Bruce owns shares in Medical Technologies Limited, among other allegations. For his part, Dr. Bruce says he does not own and has never held shares in Medical Technologies Limited, nor are any shares being held on his behalf, either directly or indirectly by anyone associated with the entity or otherwise. He says in his professional capacity he has provided consultation and conducted due diligence in the health sector from time to time. Dr. Bruce says any attempts to malign his work or disseminate false narratives linking him to the ownership of Medical Technologies Limited is defamatory and will be subject to appropriate legal recourse. Meanwhile, CEO of UHWI, Fitzgerald Mitchell, condemned the comments made by Dr. Hunter. Mr. Mitchell says recent suggestions seeking to cast doubt on his credentials or imply that he holds positions that create a conflict of interest are both inaccurate and misleading. He says Dr. Bruce is not a shareholder nor a director in any company that compromises his duties at the UHWI. Dr. Bruce is currently in a legal battle with Dr. Hunter over allegations of assault dating back to January 31, 2007 at the hospital. Dr. Hunter reported the matter in November 2024 after his return to the island. The opposition PNP and its spokesman on health, Dr. Alfred Dawes, have claimed malfeasance in the procurement of a neurosurgical drill for the Bustamante Hospital for Children. The $31 million drill was procured through Medical Technologies Limited. The government and the company have denied any wrongdoing and hold that proper procurement procedures were followed. Siobhan Campbell for Nationwide News.
You know, I want to ask, how you a hospital know, say Dr. Bruce? How you a hospital can, in an affirmative, if you say them no? But I want to ask, Dr. Bruce, is your niece the general manager or the office manager for Medical Technologies? We just want to ask that, Courtney. Is your niece, Miss Ricketts, is she your niece? Is she your niece, Dr. Bruce? I'm asking tonight, Dr. Bruce. Is she your niece? Dr. Bruce, you say you have no history with medical technologies. None whatsoever, Dr. Bruce. Never have, never had, never associated, never aligned. Dr. Bruce, Surgix, Dr. Bruce. Were you ever a part of Surgix? Yes, him say I'm not a part of medical technologies. Surgix. Jamaica. I will say to Dr. Bruce, go take up. Go take up whatsoever you're taking up with Dr. Hunter. Not so, Courtney. Go take up all of these allegations. Go take up the allegations and the defamatory statements with Dr. Hunter. Not so, Jamaica. Him saying not a part of, but in time, beautiful people of Jamaica. In time, beautiful people of Jamaica. The web surely will reveal. The web Jamaica. The web. And you know, University Hospital of the West Indies was more caught up in defending the Dr. Bruce, but no one is really caught up justifying the drill in the interest of Jamaica. I want Jamaica to do a further investigation. So Dr. Bruce is this chief medical officer. But the Mitchell that they spoke about, if you go and do your due diligence, Jamaica, look at how that Mr. Mitchell became the CEO of UWI Hospital. Mr. Mitchell, is there any truth that when you were to become CEO, the entire board, wrong picture, did the entire board and management of the UWI Hospital resign? Mr. Mitchell, you run out big, you know. You run out big. But I saw a document. I wonder if I must read it tonight, Courtney. You want me to read it, Jamaica? I found this expository piece written by Silvera Aduja, educator, public health care specialist. The corruption include the filing of the hospital CEO position to Mr. Fitzgerald Mitchell in a highly unlawful manner by the corrupt senior HR director Nelson and the board of management headed by Chairman Patrick Hilton, and the refusal of the hospital to make payment of what? Interim court costs to me. All of which is well known to the Minister of Health, who is supporting, this is what the man's saying, you know, who is supporting and is a part of the corruption at the hospital as he refused to do anything. Also involved is the corruptioner, the former hospital legal officer, Dr. Greg, present legal officer K. Bryson, Myers Fleck. No, sir. No, 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 no. This expository piece, Jamaica. Here is another part of it. I recently uncovered that Fitzgerald Mitchell was appointed in a post to CEO. Now, here is the corruption and unlawful situation that the hospital put itself in. I had the privilege of studying HR courses at UWI, which I did in my business degree. Mr. Mitchell was qualified and had the competencies of the post. He should have been promoted into the post from 2022 November without any advertisement of the post. If there was no promotion, the post should have been advertised internally first to see if anyone is interested. Backside. So what they're saying here is that the corrupt practices of the human resource ad hocly promoted Mitchell to become CEO. Mighty God. No, sir. Hey! Jamaica have to send this expository piece to you all. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. So could it be that is the reason why? Could it be? This is what class president calling so early about. Lord Jesus. And I hope class president shot tonight, you know. Call back class president. Mighty God. Courtney. Yes. What a web. What a web they weave. What a web. What a web. What a web, Jamaica. What a web. What a web. What a web. Oh, beautiful Jamaica. What a tangled web. And more interest Jamaica is spent defending their colleagues than giving you value for your money. Defending your... See it here. Fitzgerald appointed. Hello, good night. Hello.
Good night. Dr. Carl Bruce is not making matters easy for himself, because the more he denies that he's not a part of medical technology, is the more the probe deepens. And you see, I think the interest in Jamaica should ask the Department of Justice to investigate the connection between convicted Dr. Kingsley Chin and that of Dr. Carl Bruce to see if he was a conspirator and beneficiary of the various fraudulent schemes that occurred in the US, for which Dr. Kingsley Chin will be sentenced on August 6th after he gave up his company and blew the whistle on several neurosurgeons who he solicited services from in order to defraud the US government.
Mighty God.
So I am saying Dr. Carl Bruce is hiding.
That is
and he knows what is about to come. It is just that certain formal complaints need to be made before he is fully exposed. Right? He cannot hide because a lot of the fraudulent schemes in the US by Peter Chin, he got medical supplies and equipment out here under fraud.
Well, I don't know if there's any truth to that, but everything will reveal in its good timing. All right?
But it is evident that a lot of his surgeries were botched. Look at look at Bobby Pickersgill. Right? The GG was walking briskly and firmly before he went and do the surgery. And what has happened to the GG right now? So everything is adding up.
Oh.
And why is Donovan Williams refusing to say who he holds the 40,000 shares for? So how long is Dr. Carl Bruce going to hide? Dr. Bruce didn't want to highlight that he was a business companion of Dr. Kingsley Chin. That's the last thing he wanted to be divulged.
Okay. I hear you loud and clear.
So the evidence is there, my brother, that a lot of the surgeries are botched.
Well, I don't know.
It begs to question his qualifications.
All right. I hear you loud and clear. But Donovan Williams is to declare Jamaica. Donovan Williams is to declare. Hello, good night.
Good night, Andre. Quickly. Now, Carl Bruce is not the owner of medical technologies, right?
Yeah, Donovan Williams.
That's what they're saying now. So tell me something. That mean to say, Donovan Mitchell are the owner then?
Donovan Williams.
Donovan Williams. Right? And if not, who for money him a hold them in a FEMA account?
Well, it will all reveal in time, Mr. Marsh. It going to reveal.
Something not look good.
Something.
What a tangled web we weave when we try to deceive.
It's a fishy. It's a fishy.
But as I said, Chin, tell somebody today that
I am not entertaining that argument.
All right, okay. We're not about to go down the road.
There's no credibility to the argument.
Yeah, but Donovan, but Williams needs to tell we now who the owner of the company, and if not, who for money my world.
All right, I think that's a fair assessment. All right, Mashi, God bless.
Good.